Hello and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. We're starting off a brand new campaign today as we try to create the absolute evil. We're going to be going for one of the hidden achievements of the game, which is to get a tier 5 chaos tome with a dark goblin army. The idea is inspired by games like Overlord in particular, but also if you've ever played Dungeon Keeper games, then it's also got a little bit of that vibe going on. We're going to be focusing on a chaos and shadow build that'll be linked, I guess, down below or in the chat. And we'll be playing on a mostly random realm. I think there's very little I want to change on today. I'm going to go large 9. We've been really vibing on large, and I feel like it's the right map size. All of this is good. All of this is good. We're going to say no presence traits. We're going to say world seals only on dormant. I am going to allow for megacities. I'm sure I'm going to regret it, but I'm going to allow for regenerating infestations as well. And I think we're gonna go hog wild in this realm. We are going to play on brutal difficulty. We're gonna allow for generated Pantheon library. Not custom. Pick custom made rulers, because I find they're boring. We're going to turn the score trait on slow. And I think that's it. We'll allow for expansion. We'll allow for magic. I feel like I got to do this every single time because I always want something a little bit different. And let's just go with this spooky forest.
Your journey starts.
Can only see this going well. All right. So the two things for this run is that it has to be goblins. They have to be dark traits, dark culture, and we have to go for the tier 5 chaos tome, which somehow in all of my hours and all of my campaigns I don't have the achievement for, which has got me very confused. We are going to play with nightmare mounts because we are the absolute evil, and we're going to play with pack tactics, giving us the pack hunter passive ability, 10% damage per friendly unit adjacent to the target. So as we swarm people, it will be very effective. This will make sense as things go on. So we have to play dark, no choice.
What defines their society?
And if we're the absolute evil, I kind of feel like we have to be the scions of evil and chosen destroyers, because we haven't done a chosen destroyer campaign in a very, very long time. These are really fun. You can only have a single city, so everything else you just burn down and your city gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Everybody hates you, which makes sense. The more evil we are, the more draft we get, the more Imperium we get, and we also get +1 rank on units when we hit maximum evil, which I don't think is going to be too hard to do.
Choose your first
And it feels like kind of the right choice for us. We're going to go with the Tome of the Horde as our start. Part of the reason for this is that Warhounds also get Pack Hunter, Pack Tactics, and they ride these guys. So the Hound Masters will get Pack Tactics, and the Warhounds will get Pack Tactics, which is going to help us out a lot in the early game. Also, we're goblins, so we are going to play as a Wizard King. Let me just check my build here to make sure I'm correct. Yeah, we are going to play as a Wizard King, mostly because we're going to need mana. And we don't need like free city relations or anything like that. But we are going to have a lot of demons as time goes on. So mana is going to be kind of important. Znorks, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency.
Yourself.
We is Gobos. We is Gobos. Now, because I am a Wizard King, I can be anybody. And because we're going with the Overlord idea, I'm going to go human. I want him to be buff and big, because that's kind of what the guy from Overlord looks like. He's evil, so we should probably make him white. As it feels right. Ooh, we could do some fun tattoos. The thing is we're not going to see anything on him because he's going to be just absolutely covered in armor. So you know what? I'm going to make him look like a skeleton warrior. And we'll keep that right there. We are going to give him the Tyrant's Sword and Shield. This way he gets Intimidating Aura, -5 morale at the end of his, everybody around him at the end of their turn. You know, also he's a Tyrant. We're going to replace this eventually with probably just a Greatsword. The character from Overlord can use a variety of weapons, so we'll see kind of how we feel. You know, this skin decoration is maybe too much. Who here looks evil other than Skullface? I don't know. This guy, I feel like the Overlord's got to be like some sort of evil king. And we'll give him the good vampire eyes. We'll make him bald. He gets no beard. His hair color is, of course, black with black. Again, not that I expect we will see it once we get an actual outfit on him. We're gonna have to go with the full plate armor, because I think it's the only thing that comes like remotely close to what we're going here. Because we're dark culture, we have a lot of these like more necromantic robes. Yeah, we're gonna have to go with that. And then this is kind of the Overlord's helm. But I wonder whether or not we can get it a little bit more correct. If there's something that's a bit more just like occupies his whole neck and everything else. Oh, yeah, I guess that's it. Almost definitely that's it. Yeah, that's the Overlord helm right there for sure. That's the way we got to go. We'll go with the slightly off from black, so it just has a little bit of coloration to it. And then for a cape, he traditionally has this like, it's just like a red sash. I might go with the rogue cape. He's looking very, very Wraith-like. Honestly, I think that rogue cape is the way to do it. It's got like that corrupted soul phantom ghost. I feel like that's what he would have. Very Sauron-like. Yes, it's absolutely. He's for sure got to take demonic warlord here. I think it's the only possible path we can go with. Now, the race of goblins, they want to be kind of yellow-skinned, which I think is going to be more of like a fleshy skin. I think more flesh-skinned then. And I think they're just going to kind of try to mimic their Overlord as much as possible. Why not? I'm going to give them scars because they are goblins and they're probably going to be just like abused. And then their spawnkin. So I'm going to make their arms really small and their legs really long. That way, when we take spawnkin, their legs will shrink and their arms will stay the same size. And hopefully they will look kind of normal. Because spawnkin is such a weird change to the characters. Newton, hello, hello. We also got to pick our actual design here. Which I'm realizing we have not. We are going chaos. For the most part. Primarily. Everything here is evil in its own kind of different way. Would shadow be a more fitting look? Oh yeah, we could take the actual like crown that he's got. It is a very classic evil look. Maybe we go a little gray in the flag. You know what? We could do that. We could go gray and black. I don't hate it. We could make this more of a metallic. Or we could just go with the black. I'll leave it as kind of a metal, just like a gray gunmetal. And I think that's the right look for them. We be gobbos, you be food. All right, he looks correct. This is the right vibe.
Journey begins.
Oops, shift keys. He's going to be called Absolute Evil. Our goblins are going to be called probably minions. Or maybe evil minions? Or minions of evil? And our throne city name. We also need a good title. I feel like Overlord as a bit of an homage. Homage to Overlord. Absolute Evil as an homage to Dungeon Keeper. Looking at Overlord for the first time, it's violent Pikmin is exactly what it is. It's very fun. It's super foolish. I don't know how well it holds up nowadays, but it was a riot back in the time. What about the Throne of Darkness? This guy is just getting to be the absolute edgelord as much as possible. Sir Evil. Hail, Overlord, absolute evil, wizard king from the beyond. His arcane powers will shape the future of the minions of evil of the Throne of Darkness. I guess this has to be the Throne of Darkness. Small, hunched beings who love to rampage around in groups, some strangely fascinated by sheep. They have tamed the flaming horses of the Inferno. They surround and overrun their enemies. They pursue power and often turn to dark and forbidden magic, caring little about the well-being of their people. They dismiss silly ideas of morals and compassion, knowing that knowledge and power are the true virtues worth striving for. They are warmongers and destroyers, choosing violence over diplomacy anytime they can. Some are strangely fascinated by sheep is also an homage to Overlord, which clearly they are big fans of. We definitely got to fix this sword though, because it's like held together with duct tape right now. This looks nice. This looks like a good map. New ruler emerges. Explore your surroundings. Expand your domains. Face your rivals. Become master of this realm. Your choices will shape the new Age of Wonders 4. We got Ice Shackles. We got Fury of the Horde. This is definitely not our first time starting. We're in the center of the map. Arguably, that's good for us. It looks like probably lava divide. That's big enough for a faction to be down here. You've got food. You've got gold stash. We've got 2 Dark Warriors and a Pursuer. I'm going to pick up early Spawnkin instead of early Houndmaster, because we can't get the Houndmaster right away anyway. And this is all uninhabitable, so we are on a lava divide for sure. All right, we got farms, we got gold, we got some room for quarries. I think we'll go with an early workshop, seeing as we'll get a farm probably first. Then what do we got there? Iron deposit and battlefield remnants, possible item, food stash, production. Astral blood. So everybody has, whenever a spell is cast, they gain fortune. Or go straight into fights. Go straight into the fights. Game knew we played the baddies, so we put it in the most thematic fitting area, right on the edge of the lava divide. Directly to Mordor. Don't cash in 2,000 Canadian dollars. These are lucky sunflowers, so why don't we stand on them? This is good. This is good. That's all very good. That's the best possible opening I could have there. I get lucky sunflowers on him to cancel his retaliation. You're going to cancel his retaliation. I think we're actually just going to have to go for a kill on you. This guy's going to ignore him and try to charge into the back of somebody. So I'm going to go for most damage there. And then look at that. Boom. Double kill. Ow, my pursuers. I'm going to let these guys go around for the flank. Bolstering rune of retaliation charge blocked. I have no idea if they live this. That was pretty much going one way or the other, so. This is so interesting. These guys don't suffer from, they can't have they can't have their retaliation attacks stopped from charges. Unaffected by the bonuses to charge. Can be countered with heavy charge. Okay. Oh no, we run him down. Thank God we got that little morale break. Here is our first target down here as well. We'll pick up Cull the Weak on him, so we heal off of anybody who's weakened. Got Dark Warrior coming. Yeah, I guess we'll get Houndmasters. Could be a weird start. But when isn't it, you know? To be serious a moment, nice you stream. Had a really bad day and appreciate the distraction, dude. I'm happy to help. This guy, I almost feel like we could take. But we won't. We're going to war him. You know what? I'm going to go across this with this scout, I think. That looks like actually nobody's on top of it, so we can get an item there. 276 for you guys. I'm going to have to go back and heal. I want that pasture. All right, so here's going to be my plan here. We're going to clear out this stuff. There's a double pasture here, as well as like iron, gold. That guy's on a production stash. If we clear out these guys and probably whatever this spawner is, we'll be in a position to turn around and take Blade Hollow. It's only level 1, so it's not like it's going to be a tough fight-ish. Workshop is boosted via farm. We can grab some extra pop here. Probably pick up that iron mine. We're going to have Revels of Carnage spawns off of farms near each other. And the other one we get spawns off of or quarries near each other. Special buildings is what I'm talking about here. I'm probably going to need to cut this guy off early so that he doesn't expand up into my territory. If we've got a farm here, we're going to have a farm there. Forester, those are huts. All right, so I'm probably going to have to do the Revels of Slaughter here, so these all have to be farms if that's the case. This also lets us heal a turn early, which is kind of nice. All about maxing as much as we can. Absolute Evil looks like Nazgul from Lord of the Rings. Yeah. So he's a mixture of like bit of a Nazgul, the Absolute Evil from Dungeons, the Dungeons series, and then Overlord from Overlord. That's kind of like the three things I'm trying to homage a little bit with him. So I guess this spot here for a farm. If I was really smart about this, I'd pick up that gold mine there as well. I mean, this is all going to burn down, so it doesn't really matter too much. $300. That's a 180. That's a 262. That's a 260. All right, so we'll start with the 180. Heal once more. You're going to pick up that knowledge. Some more scouts would be really nice, but I don't know, man. Maybe I don't need to scout. Maybe I just need to like stay at home, build up an army, crush everything around me. Take it in little baby steps. Fits perfect. It's good luck. Let's move up here. Here. It's a lesser magma spirit, so he doesn't have the AoE attack, which means I can move the other guy up here as well. Nice of these guys not to step on the lucky clovers. So let's cancel his retaliation. His retaliation. I'm gonna ice shackle him because he's weak to frost. I can't wait to get that baleful curse ability. It's just so good. Kill him. Hit him. Saving most of my mana here. He's dead. I did not realize that he was poisoned. That's all right. That dude is now burning and poisoned. We get this nice morale bonus that's really going to kick up later as well. What are we building here? Part of me wants to just go straight for something like a blacksmith, but probably experimentation chamber would be good. Do I see any towers around? I really don't. There's one way down there. So I guess let's like start making our way to that. There's maybe some loot there I can grab also. Gonna lurk, took your painkiller, but you're watching. It's perfect. It's perfect. I love that emote, dude. Fred has like some of the best emotes on Twitch. I really needed Houndmaster to be in this group. I can't afford to shuffle at this point. I guess that's why you take Houndmaster right away, because you need it second. Ooh, look at all this good stuff though. All unprotected in the Lava Divide. Turn 5. Is he going to get bigger at the end of this turn? Storm Spirit. I'm going to take the choice here to heal. I think he will get bigger though. But I think he'll get bigger with like another tier 1 or maybe a tier 2. Oh, he didn't. I am in luck. Golden Knowledge. There's the Dreadspire. Let's go straight for Dreadspire. I guess I'm farm maxing this game. We'll see whether or not that ends up being a bad decision. I do want to kill that infestation, so why don't we just take the point on that right now? Even if we don't get to it immediately, I'm going to boost that recruit. So I feel a little bit safer with this. Around 5 turns on that Dreadspire. Dude, we have like no production here. We'll grab another Pursuer for now. We're gonna have to grab another Pursuer for now. Skeletons. Your movement maxes to there, so I'm gonna go here. Why am I so dumb? This is what I mean. I think my brain is just like not working well today. This is why I think I have COVID, because I walk right into things like setting up perfect electrification retaliation attacks. I'm actually going to send the evil over here. He's better suited to fight those spears. Oh, taking so much electrical damage. Also forgetting the fact that these guys are pole arms and I'm on a horse. Yikes. Okay. I think we're okay. Skin of our teeth. The brutal flame bringer of cleaving. Well, this seems like the correct weapon for him to be wielding. It's a one-handed flaming longsword. All right, well, we can't take that, but we can have you move there, and we can have the snow spirit move back to town. Help us out a little bit. I guess we'll grab fighting 1 to start. And we cruise. Blade Hollow is desperate. We can sway them for 18 turns, but it would take all of our gold, and I don't want to do that because what I want to do is just kill them all. We can wait for these guys to come in. Bring you back. You can grab that free mana. And then your exploration may continue. Might be worth adding some lightning in general. Lightning resist is still active. Seeing a lot of undead. Infernal. Undead. This is Blade Hollow's army. It's actually the Lord. Scarred Divide, of course. That is all of our mana into Spawnkin right now. Let's take these guys out. It looks kind of like Undead World, which if so, that could work well with us since we'll have a lot of fire damage. It doesn't work great for our morale, but... I think we can move up pretty aggressively here. Ooh, those gremlins. They are going to like auto displace. Honestly, if we can kill them, that's probably the right choice. These are only tier 1s. I'm willing to take those shots in the back. That is a risky play, though, based on that much damage. Let's dunk them. Some fire weakness here. And then we flank for the finish. Spider staff. Summon spider. Oh, I've been known to summon a few spiders in my time. I'll start getting tier 2 so we can start getting I guess Warlocks and Night Guard are the next. The Dark Forge is based off of quarries and mines. So I could put him up here. It would work okay for him. I probably want to start getting these iron mines going, though. I don't know. These are all like good gold mines. And you always need money. Even though my production is kind of trash. I think the stonemason is our next build, and I'm just going to pick up an outrider for right now. All right, Brand of Wrath. Baneful Curse. We'll set up to destroy these guys next. I don't know where this spawner actually is. But I guess all things in baby steps. It does look like undead. Free city. Good. Okay. Father Oak as well. Haunted Graveyard. $12 upkeep, 12 upkeep. Yeah, it would be good for us to like just still keep producing units wherever we can here. I'm gonna spawnkin the goblins so they become more goblin sized. 496. You ain't no small fight. You ain't no springtime chicken. Overlord, we need to build 3 quarries. I could probably agree to that. That feels like something we could get away with. I wanted to build all those mines. If we just do them as quarries. That works okay for us. We're not getting any knowledge. We already have that. So we could actually afford to just go straight for pops. That pastures would get us a lot of extra food, which is good. This is a 520 versus 497. We got another hero. Maybe this is what we need. Casting adept, 20 combat casting points. Good. Beloved, not so useful. Lucky, 20% crit chance is not bad. I like the idea of a goblin, a support goblin with that spider staff we picked up. Let's maybe give her like a cowl of some sort. I guess that cowl makes the most sense. And the skulls. Oh, they all look so ridiculous as goblins. Sorry, and what ability does she have right now? Restore. I'll allow that. The idea being that she's a bit more of a like support caster with a bit of magic. All right, we're up against goblins, hounds, skelly polearms, a bone horror, and a necro. If we don't kill the necro early, that bone horror is just going to become another bone horror. He's gonna come in here. Move you so you can summon a spider next turn. That might be bad for that snow spirit. I can't decide. That gives you the displace, which lets you summon the spider you need. Hunter spider. Charge flank. 50% on him. We'll take the other 50%er. Kind of want to cast slow on this guy, but he's also got fire weakness. If I was to go here, I could get a really good power cleave on my next turn, but that's also assuming that like he stayed in the same spot, which he all but most certainly will not. So the real question becomes, do I kill him or him? Or All right, let's do it like that then. Ice him, shackle him. End the turn. See if they come in on me. Owie. Summon his bone daddies. Take those 45s. Looks like we can just charge rush kill them. Jump. Double web. He's immobilized. So kill those guys instead. This guy just loses morale. And we cut him down to size. Are all the battle maps random or from a bank of several hundred? I believe from a bank is my understanding of it. Because you'll see certain layouts that are common. Like there's one with kind of like these two stone sections that are up on both sides and then like a pathway of 3 down the center. And it has like these 2 overlooks on either side. So I know it can't be completely random. You got night guards coming in. Probably wait a turn for him. Somebody is under that, so let's figure out who they are. I could give you Battle Seeker, so if you're a support character, I can make you a support character of tier 1 units, which would be nice. I'm going to give you Defense 1, because I do need you to be a little bit tanky. We're going to take Demon Step for sure on you. That's a great pick. I forgot to give myself a Whispering Stone early. Umbral Gloom. The real question there is that a full Umbral map? The free city of Olmok. Okay. These guys are not immortal. No, we got dunked on the immortal map really fast. Absolute Evil is in the Dungeon series. Absolutely, yeah. It's not. No, it's not unheard of. We actually did. I did a full playthrough of Dungeons 4 on the channel back last year, around this time last year. I love the Dungeon series. It is very fun, very foolish. $490. I guess this is what we need to move on those guys. If we move with everybody, it should be okay. Grab that storehouse. Yeah, so we're part Overlord, part Absolute Evil, part like Sauron. Is I suppose the vibe we have going right now. There's our Houndmaster. Dude, this lava divide has been full of good treasure. Very pleased. This is low risk. I'm going to try the auto, but I'm sure we have to fight it. No, I'm going to take that. 50 knowledge. Mail of the Razorback. Charge resistance and quill hide. Nice. And a mistling. Oh my god, that's really good. Dude, a mistling this early is crazy. So that's going to go in my main army. I'll put the tier 1s in this other guy's army. We are definitely going to need that shrine up and running because we are sinking on mana right now. Tier 1 gain experience faster. That would be good for us. So maybe we just hold the line on that. Largely missed today's stream, sleep cycle, but I hope you've been having a great and murderous time. We've had to restart a couple of times. There's been a few early L's, but we've pulled out now. I hope. I think. TBD, I guess. What's knowledge and gold? I am still hurting on mana. I need another quarry. Why don't we just grab the early library then? Everybody here still healing a little bit. Okay, a little cave action. You've got your shrine. Need double foresters, or I need double quarries to boost. Boost that obelisk. Pick up that XP boost. Keep rolling. Tough maps have caused 2 failed attempts. R&D did not like me. No, yeah. Murder is murder even when we're the victim. This is true. Gonna play some Dustborn later. Maybe some Concord? I don't think I know those. Okay, we have our Hailmasters. We're going to pick our Tome of Champion so we can get Purging Arrows, Sundering Blades, Awakened Tools. All good for us. Also the Rune Carver Camp to give us the mana from quarries. As well as just in general, buffing our absolute evil.
Truly a union of the worldly and the arcane.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Like to do a little bit of healing with those dudes. Ooh. Is that gold going to be protected? Yes. Yes, it will be. Stuff down there won't be, though. Blade Hollows cleared war on us, so that's perfect. We'll just, like, loop back here now. We wiped out the threat. We did exactly what we planned to do, and now we're ready to, like, face Blade Hollow, who's grown up a little bit as well. I guess the underground lab next would be good. Oh my god. Bone Daddy. Oh, what's this? I've chosen to represent the Howling Devotees. One of your guards seizes the troublemaker. I've heard of them. They set up camp near the Throne of Darkness. Vela the Merciless. Growth is blocked. Gain a spell shield. For 166 gold. Or block draft and move her to the crypt. I'll take spell shield. A pawn appears before us. We have Bone Daddy. Shadow Lord Bone Daddy. I don't know if we'll get along well with Bone Daddy. We are chosen destroyers, so I feel like we don't get along well with anybody generally. Risen Hall. Magic origin creatures are common on this realm. That's going to be really good for us. Because we're going to have things like purging arrows do bonus damage to magic origin units. I need money to make Houndmasters. It's a chronic shield spell unit. Okay. And another Night Spear. So I'm probably going to get rid of both of these then. To add to her army. That works well for me. I'm pleased with that as an outcome. Dustborn, isn't that the post-apocalyptic game set in the Australian outback? It's kind of the joke. Are woke DEI games, both are woke DEI games and proud of it, hundreds of millions to develop, less than 100 concurrent players? I've honestly never heard of either of them. Knowledge per hero kill. Yeah, we'll get knowledge per hero kill before we go fight these guys. That's a great point. Pick it up before I forget it. Part of me wants to like fall back, but maybe. I guess let's scout up this way. I have a problem with mana. Broken roads. Oh, okay. What an egregious sin. I know, right? Having queer and non-white people. However, could they have thought that, well, that was an okay thing? Well, I never. Heavens to Murgatroyd. It's very funny being a part of Twitter and watching the things people on Twitter say. Oh, this guy is getting gloomed right up here. That might just be a gloom infestation. I think it is just a gloom infestation. If so, much easier for us to manage. But we're still going to have to get rid of it early. I should probably wait for my whole team. Been getting caught out a lot lately. I want to build Houndmasters, but I can't really afford to at the moment because we have a surprisingly high-tier army. Chris Lord, welcome back. 2 months in a row. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. 07s. 07's in the chat. Wasn't a fan of the whole boycott movement, deliberately tanking games. If you don't like a game, don't play it. Don't try to actively get people fired because you don't agree with them. Yeah. In general, yeah. Games will flounder on their own if they're badly done. for those reasons. Like if the game is truly like woke DEI in a negative way, we'll play good faith here for a moment. If it is that case, the game will flounder. It doesn't need to be like pointed to and be like, this is the reason why it necessarily floundered. Like you can just let it flounder and collapse. But latching onto those things is generally a pretty bad look. If like that's what you're arguing against. Because those things are like, the idea that they come from is like the reason that there are only like white dudes in gaming and that people believe in things like DEI hires is because we haven't had games that represent other people very well. And so therefore the audience has been mostly like straight white dudes because that's what's been built for them. So we can't have these other things until we build those games up for inviting in other audiences. And then it won't seem like it's a woke DEI hire because those will just be part of the core audience because we have built room to let them grow and let them join in on our hobby. And generally, if it's done for an inclusive reason, is a good thing. Inclusivity is pretty much always going to be good in games because it's always going to bring us a wider dearth of stories. You know, when people complain that all games are the same, if those people complain about things being woke or DEI hires, then you have a huge disconnect because how we get more diversity is from accepting other cultures, other backgrounds, other people into game development. It's just a quick little 1-2 thought on the subject. Do I need one more quarry? I do. I might as well take it right here. Quarries, as far as I can see. Your city's a choice. They build anything you want. Stone Spirit. That's a pretty good unit. But it would bankrupt my my mana really badly. I'm going to take the production. Our production's not very good right now. So getting that bumped up even the slightest bit is greatly valuable. Grab crypts. We'll grab crypts. Funniest thing I think about the whole Sweet Baby stuff is one of the games I consulted on was the Spider-Man game. Everyone thought it was Game of the Year. One of the guys in Concord was green and another bright pink. How can pasty whites compete with that? Game is based on woke equals good and non-woke equals evil. Oh, this is the story-driven adventure game. I have actually seen a bit of that. Oh, I'm not surprised that if it's like a story-driven narrative game that it has like less than 100 people. Those aren't like, no, they're not typically huge games, huge audiences. And honestly, that's the kind of like narrative exploration that kind of sensibility would fit in with really well. I don't know if the game is any good. I mean, it might be bad writing. But I would do things like blame bad writing over like blaming diversity hires, right? Like there are things that you can latch onto that are like, this is a quality of the game versus like, this is kind of a bad take reason, you know? Yeah, the fact that you don't say that, but instead characterize it as being bad for being woke or DEI. Yeah. That's like, that's... Help us teach these people these things. For the sake of DEI is bad. For the sake of acceptance and difference of cultures is good. Yeah. Don't like seeing things in TV shows where there's 14 relationships and all but one is homosexual. I don't... What TV show are you might just be watching gay pornography if that's the case. Like, I can't think of any TV show where there are 14 relationships and 13 of them are homosexual relationships. Unless it is very deliberately like a show that's focusing on that, you know? Yeah. Means the writers were concerned with the sexuality of the characters. Like, I mean, if that's the case, it's probably something like, well, the writer room is probably a writer room full of queer people. So they are writing what they know. Which, if you think about it, if you're coming from that background and you're like looking into this world, that can actually be like a good thing to be like, oh, finally something that's representative of the things that I see, you know? Game attempts to alternate between fun movies, activism, and drama. Yeah, I mean, like story games like this are often about... Story-driven games are often about the story. They're not about like a great gameplay experience, right? Like they're often about getting like an artistic or cultural point across. So to say that it's like lacking in gameplay and stuff, like a lot of those narrative-driven games aren't about the gameplay. It's like the difference between a movie that makes you think versus like an action movie. You know, action movies are good. I like action movies, but also it's important to also have these movies that make you think and make you like question what we know culturally, and like acceptably. The Boys laugh at the alt-right. Everyone laughs at it. I mean, and some people also are like, oh yeah, The Boys, the Homelander is the main character. He's a good guy. It takes all types, right? People make friends with people they have things in common with. Sometimes, yeah. It's also good to make friends with people that you have like nothing in common with. It's always good to have like an alternative take. Never just sit yourself inside your own bubble and your own like social media sphere, because like you'll get really trapped in that, right? Cultist, take it easy. I'm sorry any stress causing you. I always try to bridge the gap and help people understand either side of an argument. Sound like show like 911 Lone Star, meant to be about firefighting. Everything has to do with this stuff. I mean, I don't know. Like, Grey's Anatomy is about doctors, but it's also not about doctors at all. Like, it's mostly about people banging each other. $200 million game at an alternative audience is just funny to you? Well, again, it's about like, again, and I just want to stress this, like it's important to build these kind of experience. The game isn't marketed towards you, right? Like you're not the target audience for it, and that's okay. There can be games out there that are like, all gamers are not like a homogenous thing, and in order to expand who we have in game playing as gamers and game development is important. And so having these games out there and putting money into these games is also important, because we're trying to build up an industry to invite other groups and other people into it. There is value in stuff like that. Even though it might just seem like it's an attack on gamerism, it really isn't. We're gonna just crush a couple of dweebs here. Real quick, like. These guys have a big army for this early in the game. 1,400 points. And I got a big problem here because we're getting gloomed. And that's going to cripple my city stability. I need a conduit, or I can't build more monoliths. I got nothing around that's going to let me build a conduit. This temple we should be able to get later. Sundering blades. We'll pick up warhounds. We'll pick up food. I like about Hollywood or game studios understand being queer is not a defining character trait. Hey, I'm Jareth and I'm queer. I would actually say that often a lot of people do, but that has to do more with like people trying to find labels to help them identify themselves, and it's mostly seen in like younger, like teens and like early 20-year-olds. That's like a pretty common trait. And it feels, you know, as you get older, you're like, well, that's a bit weird. You know, they're just trying to figure out like where they fit in the world a lot of the time, so you can't be too hard on them. Goodie bag. Ooh. 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 They have a lot of loot. Helmet. Better shield here. I got that goat ear drip right now. We have the brutal flamebringer of cleaving, and then there's also a mace of the assassin. This does 8/8. That does 5/5/5. So 16 versus 15. Chance of burning. No, I like the burning sword better. You can take that thunder warning for the meantime. Those guys are sending a war party. We've become very evil. We've been invaded by gloom. If Houndmaster's coming in. It's getting busy. Getting busy. Grace Anatomy doesn't have Meredith doing a tracheectomy in the field of an 8-year-old having an asthma attack when she has a bag full of rescue inhalers with her. Came back from watching on YouTube about Concord getting shut down, and I see some drama over Mocha D. Yeah, VM, I don't know how this has spiraled so bad. Not attack when a game is made for an audience and it fails for being a boring game. It's an attack on gamers in general when target audience is usual crowd and DI is forced into the game or beloved franchise. But yeah, but we're talking about like Dust Road here. Like that's not a situation where that is an argument that applies. Like this is not a game that is targeted at casual regular gamers. This is targeted at like more people who are looking at more as like games as an art medium. Was True and Holly in the back of the closet in your teens? Pretty sure I saw Talking Lion once. Yeah, Cats. I would watch it a bit. You have been stepping on a bit of line here. Because I'm making a lot of arguments and I'm still seeing like repetition on things here. This game is cool, boo. I agree with you. I agree with you. And thank you, dude. Keeping the peace. Having to make my moderators do their job. They never have to do their job. Don't you understand? That's how this channel works. They don't normally have to do anything. And they like it that way. Get some flanking here will be nice. The free city of Goterheim. The free city of Reisenhall. I'm encountering a lot of free cities. I'm not encountering a lot of other players. This could be good or bad. 500, 712, 5. I need to attack this guy, and I'm not sure how to go about it. Oh, do you not drag your allies into fights? I can pick this guy off and these other guys. Oh, they're outside the city. That's why. No, thank you. I'll take that. Any new strategy games I'm looking forward to? Yeah. We have a Stellaris expansion coming out really soon, next week. We've got the Crusader Kings Road to Power expansion coming out. We've got Frostpunk 2 coming out later this month. We got, let me just quickly open my calendar here so I can remember. Age of Mythology comes out tomorrow. We were playing that last week. It's really good. I'm happy to say that's quite good. Breachway is hitting early access, I think, in late September. And Shadows of Doubt is hitting 1.0. That's not really strategy, but Breachway is. Those are like the most immediate ones, like coming up like this next month. Copy of Grey's Anatomy on the shelf next to you. Listen, I only know this because my partner's been watching Grey's Anatomy and I have been enjoying it. It's a good laugh. I'm actually going to keep the Absolute Evil in the back here because I have Demon Step, so I could be a little sneaky breaky with him. I think. Let's try something like this. What is the threat in their army? That nymph, probably? Goodbye, wargs. Can't decide how I want to do that. I've probably put him in a really nasty position right now. Don't know why I don't ever cast spells. It would be really smart if I was ever to cast any spells. I could Assassin Strike him. That's probably the thing to do there. No, my spider's too fat. It can't get through. He's morale dropping everyone around him there. Okay, you get triggered Draconic Rage on that spell shield. You can kill him. You can kill him. You can kill him. Can't quite reach. But close. I guess it makes sense that this nymph would be my biggest threat here. The critical. What a play. What a save. No reason for these guys not to sit here so they can heal a little bit. Let those guys vibe then. That cuts their army in a significant half. Free City of Bronzegate. Oh, this guy's got good drip. Okay, we got the Mint coming and we got a Houndmaster coming. We got to deal with this Gloom really soon as well. Space Trucker released today. Ooh. Makes you a bit anxious thinking about how much of your medical literature you've thrown away, but it ages so fast. I have to, I was talking about like encyclopedias with somebody the other day, and it was shocking to think like, oh, we just throw like so much of the books that we've had growing up are just like way quicker to do everything on the internet now. You know, as long as you know where to look, way faster to do it on the internet. Ended up watching lots of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Sex in the City due to various girlfriends. I mean, Buffy is good. You should watch Buffy anyway. If you're a dude and you haven't watched Buffy, you're just missing out. If that's your excuse, you should absolutely watch Buffy. Buffy's an amazing show from front to back, and it still holds up nowadays. Which is a bit of a rarity. 2 nymphs. Oh. All right. This is the map I was talking about earlier when we were talking about like our maps randomly generated. We just fought this map up from the other side. Where's my healer? Way over here. Ooh. I'm not liking this vibe very much. Cooldown of 2. These nymphs have oh, they're gonna revitalize their entire team. They're all gonna get 2 points of regen. That's gonna be dirty. That's gonna be real dirty. I might keep the snow spirit here. Painful curse. You painful curse me? How wooed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This guy's got a mage lock. He's also got a ton of charge heroes, so I'm gonna have to take the fight to him. End of sentence. Yarf. Good chance the spell shield dies. I'm gonna try to flash freeze. Froze one of them. Can I freeze the other with this? No such luck. Oh. I didn't realize that's how mistlings worked. We're going against them. I think the spider's going to want to come up there. Okay. They've got a better engage on me here. Not good. Not good at all. Gotta like try to clear out just some of the trash here, I think. I'm gonna have him go there. I think I'm going to go for a Fey trick on him. I'm gonna demon step to here. Drop another baneful curse. Then we're gonna hit him. This is our guy, but he's being controlled by that nymph. Kill one nymph is better than nothing. This guy will probably tank a bunch of damage, which I think will work. If I move up there, that Night Guard is probably going to target me. Here is the only spot I can go. Watched episodes of Buffy and TV, but I can't tell what the story was. I tell you, it's good. That guy just... Did he just blink Mage Lock? I feel like the computer is taking my Mage Lock strats and just absolutely starting to dunk me with them. That was such a play, what he did. He blinked, which allowed this Dark Warrior to get up and kill my hero. Yeah, and he blinked and Mage Locked my Snow Elemental directly in the back. Why do you have a 5% and you have a 40%? Weakened. Can't get to any of these nymphs. Not where I want my Mistling to be. That's a summon. That spider is real. I guess it would be good to heal him. Okay, you're all right. Those guys are in trouble. I didn't actually expect them to come out and attack me in this fight. All right, his hero's dead. Get my units back. that spider might be dead. Okay. Man. Computer charge units hit really hard. Blast them. Stab them. Shoot them. Okay. We took some damage. What did we lose? We lost our spell shield. We lost our dread spider, our snow spirit, and a night guard. And our hero is wounded, but at a good price. Mash was good. A little overrated at times, but still good. I would agree. I would agree. Currently reading the Stormlight archives. Ooh. Is that, I don't know, what's his name? Brandon Sanderson? He's getting like a big like MMORPG or something that he's writing right now. Catch, take it easy, dude. Any good? Constantly on my I should see why everyone keeps banging on about it list, but never get to it. Scaring the internet for hints of when the next book will come out. Wait 20 years for a new season. What do we have here? Something off about these cats. They swear they're traitors, but they're carrying concealed weapons. We'll seek them out. Ah, Master Alchemist Fauster the Meticulous. There's something you don't see. Master Alchemist. That's a pretty rare one. This guy's a lot of affinity already. He is also very, very, very strong. I've discovered him up north. Yoink. Take that. I am in a position to siege this city right now, so we ought to do it. Actually, you know what? Put the mist-sling on its own. Where are you going? Up here? Had a Houndmaster in. I feel like I lost Night Guards in that fight, so we're going to try to get some of them back as well. We've picked up one extra level here. Experience later never hurts. Or just Mass Rejuvenation. Grab battlefield looting. We've got this guy's mage lock as well as a padded plate. We all know that I'm obsessed with mage lock heroes, so that might become our next character. Finished the series by Sanderson. It was about colors and magic, matched to colors, and the rulers being the masters of the colors. That sounds fun. I hear he does magic very well. Patrick Rothfuss. Yeah, he's the other big gun. The other big one. Martin is more egregious, doing work on what feels like any old thing. Elden Ring couldn't have been short. I also feel like he probably wasn't that involved in Elden Ring. I mean, maybe he was, but it feels like the kind of thing that they might have just like put his name on to be like, we'll sell some copies. Get some more value out of it. I guess let's probably go back down that way to that tower. Oh, nice. We'll be back in time for the siege as well. How been 20 years since this last book. Wiseman's Fear, 2007. Dude, this gloom is wildly out of control right now. Raise it to the ground is 675 gold. Give me every penny, baby. So this guy has Dark Warriors and Pursuers. I don't really have another tier 1 unit to give him. I suppose Houndmasters are still good because the Hounds are tier 1. Yeah, it's an Umbral Nest. Problem with Umbral Nest is they're often a lot stronger. It's only silver, he says. Only. As if that's a reasonable amount. I don't think I need it. Advanced vision. Free City. Risen Hall has declared war on us down to the south. Okay. Yeah, all this gloom is going to shred me. Minus 30. The public order right now. Yuck. And I can't heal in any of that territory either. The guy's guarding a large creature cage. I can't even see how bad it is. I guess Blaze the Horde is useful if someone like teleports into your back lines. More than everything else. Arctic blizzards revealed. Arctic provinces are affected by blizzards. That could be bad for us. I mean, it's not good for us. I can put it that way. I need to like scout to see how bad this Umbral Nest is. $200. There's a 600 there. Okay. Okay. I was like, okay, an army of 600, an army of 200. Maybe it'll be like another army of 600. No, it's two like 800 point armies. This scout's gone in too far now, so he's dead. Darn. Darn nabbit. Oh, they're actually attacking me. That's what's happening right now. That is why there are two 800 stacks. Here we go. Martin's only job for Elden Ring was make sure there was enough incest. Hiya. Hiya, hiya. Good things need time, right? Truth in that. The motto of a Guinness enjoyer. Good things, though, come to those who wait. Oh, I love that mistlings also just create clinging mist. I forgot about that. All right, what do we have? We have Splitterlings, Mage Bane, a Bone Wyvern, a Will Thief, and then an Umbral Tyrant. I am that big of an idiot, am I? I guess on some of them it'll be okay. Can't stack status immunities on Umbral units. I always seem to forget this. I tell you what. Here. Let's go with something like that. Absolutely deleted. Okay, it's not too bad though. I need to hit this guy with a charge because he's got a double retaliation. And I got to get that canceled out. We're going to throw rejuvenation on everybody here. We got a big 66% thunder defense on him. That is delicious. My God. Shoot him in the back with a crossbow bolt? Whew. No problem. Can I power cleave here? Yeah, but I'll kill a bunch of my own units. But that's only a summon spiders, so... Power cleave! Okay. I probably should have killed that guy. Definitely should have. No. I guess that works all right. Try to kill this guy with ranged attacks since he's sitting in weird goo. Raised. Can we kill you with him? Sure can. Which means we can charge him. Start doing damage on that front. All good. All gravy. I need to make a reminder to like move my units in as well. Just because a lot of my guys have pack tactics, so they'll get much more damage the more surrounding we have on someone. $600, $600. Do I ignore this invading army? Eight, 9, 10, 5 and 5. not really healed. What do we have here? Blessed Soul, Storm Spirit, Umbral Juggernaut, and Wisps. That feels like a significantly more challenging fight. I'm going to take out this penguin first so I can regroup my units. Give it another shot. Kind of letting down your fans if you have this big series people love and get invested in, not completed when you can. Yeah. Notes like our old school detective notes of conspiracy theorists. I mean, I can't imagine how hard it is to keep it all together when you're trying to write a book. It's got to be a wild experience. All right, so I really have to like not move forward here at all. This is how this is going to work. Bleeding. Oh god, you're my support character. Well, you might as well cast that on him. Alright, what scares me here is things like the Dark Knight. So we can get a pretty good surround here. Go there, there, there. Can teleport with him. That's so close. He's a Storm Spirit. I can't hit him with range. But I only have to hit him with one ranged. So if I move you here, I can teleport onto this back line. And just go for the Assassin's Dagger shot. Summon a spider. That could be worth it, but probably not. No flank on the Houndmaster. Go for the dragon. Cast the Sunder spell. Good grief. One day I will remember to sunder. One day I will no longer blunder. Meme of the guy from Sherlock with the wall of notes with pins and strings. Yeah. Are you thinking of Sherlock, or are you thinking of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Fallen Blade novels by Kelly McLeod. Some of the best books you know. Only supposed to capture the most character forming part of the protagonist's lives. Love the Fallen Blade novels. Interesting. Okay. Always love the good recommendations here. Tiny world, right? Like minds stick together. Fools seldom differ. I've been dominated. That penguin just get 2 moves. Oh yeah, Curse of Exile. Does not trigger that. I really just shouldn't be like wasting my spell slots. My mana. Raised on a flank. Gets him back. Let's finish him off. Kill him. Charge strike the knight. You go here. Is that flanking? Sure is. We might as well just give them that little extra. All right, just the dire penguin left. And he can't do anything. Excellent. Getting some heals in these parties has been pretty nice. So if I could like buff up these armies a little bit. I feel like that could make the difference I need. Because we don't need like a lot more strength in there, but we do need a little bit. This scout. Grab that tower. Yeah. We've got ourselves another level here. There's so many good options. I guess Sundering Strikes is probably going to do more than the 10%. So let's give him that. And our support hero. Nice. Extra 10 HP on all those tier 1 units. That'll be good. So he's recovering and will reinforce his patrolling armies in 0 to 3 turns. We may be able to sneak out there and give him a number. Oh, we're on turn 25. We've got Blade Hollow burning to the ground. We're going up against the Umbral Nest. I feel like this is going to be the spot where we leave today. We've managed to get ourselves down a little locked in. A better start than the morning provided for us. So let's leave it at that and come back to more tomorrow. We'll definitely be hitting this first thing in the morning. We might do a little Space Marine 2 tomorrow if we get the access to the key. I don't know. I got to check my email. And if not, we'll continue this campaign throughout the week for sure anyway. So I hope you hope we see you back then pretty soon. That's it for me.